Hi guys, it's Emma from Misfit Gardening, and I just wanted to do a super quick video about some of the chicken yard designs that I'm coming up with. So yes, they look like a 5-year-old has drawn them. Art was not my forte, that's why I'm a scientist. But I've done 2 designs and they're both very, very similar in their format. Maybe I'll prop that one up there. We've both got kind of elements of where there's some tree guilds, which are like these circular patterned ones, and the planting schemes within them are pretty much the same. I'm erring more towards the second design because it's actually much easier to get in and around the chicken coop. So here where we've got the egg boxes and the roosting and everything, this all is the run. So I get in here with a wheelbarrow, empty it all out, and then I take it straight out into the garden, into the compost heaps and stuff that we have here. And then all the stuff that's in here, that also gets taken out and then put on garden beds to mulch and compost heaps and everything else. So for here, this isn't fenced in. I can get in with a wheelbarrow, I can get down here to collect the eggs. Whereas, whoops-a-daisy. Whereas on this design, this is all fully enclosed, and whilst it does give an extra 2 foot of space for things, it's going to make it very difficult to get in, because I've got to get in with the wheelbarrow to here, and we've got to go in through the gate to be able to get to the nest boxes and things, which, yeah, it's not that much work, but when you're trying to, you know, finagle a massive wheelbarrow that's piled high with you know, muck out of the coop, not having to deal with the gate and worry about escaping chickens is kind of a good thing. On the other side of the chain link fence where the garden is, you know, we've got lots of raspberries, strawberries, blackberries, grapes, jasmine, thimbleberries, like lots of berry plants that are all going to be in this one bed. And then out in the actual chicken yard is more kind of where some trees and, you know, more robust shrubs like sloes and things are going to be. I've got a bit where we've got some pawpaws and herbs and things, because this is actually quite a shady area. Even without like the strip covering the fencing, it's still quite shady because all this is kind of covered by a big maple tree. So things like the apricot might actually need to move over to where I've got like the elder or the medlar maybe put in. Pawpaws, I've got quite a few of those because I got some seeds for different varieties like early, mid and late. I'm really hoping I can get those to grow here in Utah. I don't know, but I've got, you know, a few seeds left over, so if they don't make it and I decide not to grow them, if you're wanting pawpaw seeds, let me know. But I've got hazels and honeysuckle bushes. I've got a mulberry, currants and gooseberries all outside of the fence line, and they're going to help act as kind of a windbreak because these honeysuckle bushes are quite tall and will help these things get established. One thing I will say is that anything that's kind of leafy or herby, or, you know, even the trees and stuff, they're going to need protecting with some chicken wire or something to kind of stop the angry chickens from getting in and kind of pecking at it. I'm okay for some of the herbs and things if, you know, they're growing out of the chicken wire and then the chickens can peck at those, because that's something, you know, that will help make sure that the chickens can get to them, but it won't mean that the plant gets completely decimated. You know, there is some level of a chance that it will spring back. At least that's the idea. So these are just a couple of designs that I'm thinking of. I'm sure there's going to be a couple more between now and implementing, but I'd like to know what you guys think. I'm obviously leaning more towards design 2 than design 1. There's a lot more that I can get in here, and I've also added in things like rainwater catchment, smaller grazing boxes, passion flower vine that can grow up and over the chicken coop. There's a lot more going on in this one. So let me know what you think in the comments. Until next time, I'm Emma from Misfit Gardening. You guys have a great weekend.